Yo guys, how's it going? We are back for another episode of our career mode, where today we are going in for the Malaga career. First game against Ibiza, as you can see there, and then the second game, if it doesn't want to do that, we've also got the transfer deadline day. Don't want to see that either. And finally, then we will have a game against, I'm not sure what team that is, but we are back at home for that side. To start the season off, we played really well in both of the games. Didn't quite come away with the win in the second one. So we are currently sat in 9th position. But I'm sure we'll start moving up that table again today with Manuel Pellegrini in the driving seat. We also, obviously, the two lads up front made an absolutely massive impact. And Bakari as well, making a massive impact on their debuts in the last episode. But let's get straight into the first game against UD Ibiza. Right then, boys, here we are for the first game of today's episode against, against Ibiza. We are at the Estadio La, I'm not sure what the last word was, but yeah, we are at the Malaga Stadium, back at home, I believe, for this game. So let's get straight into it, no messing about, let's go. Ball played long from the keeper, but we've managed to win it in the middle with this CDM, I believe, as we'll play the ball now out wide to the left back. Now slides it down to Villalba, who can whip a ball in. Beautiful cross, Bakare not quite able to get there. It has came back though to us, as our striker tries to get the shot off and unfortunately gets blocked. Right then, ball played long. Bakare wins the header this time. Unfortunately, Gamvula couldn't do anything with the ball though, as we'll try and get the ball back. At the minute, they are charging forward and they've opened up a massive gap here, and it is going to be an easy goal there. The keeper reacted way too quickly in that, and we are now 1-0 down. I don't know who it is, that the man that scored, but he's managed to put in the header. Who's, like I say, the keeper there should not have been moving into that position at all. Opened up the gap. I probably have done a little bit bad there for sort of trying to defend on the line a little bit, but unfortunately it's ended up in the back of the net. We'll have to try and get ourselves back into this game by the defender, and now we are back. Well, they are back on the counter attack. Good tackle to start with. It's not quite worked out after, but it was a decent tackle to try and get us back. But it's again that same sort of play where they've managed to get themselves into a very good position, and again they have managed to put the ball in the back of the net. It's 2-0. And we are absolutely well, this is not going how I thought it would at all. Let's just put it that way. I assumed that we'd be massively playing very well in this game, and it's not happening whatsoever. 2-0 down. Poor performance so far defensively. Good header from Villalba, and it's again another big chance. Gamvula this time through on goal, and he's hit the post, and it's wide, and we are going to have to start defending again. So maybe we will have one last attack to end the half on, with Jimenez giving the ball off to Bakari. Now Gamvula on it. If he can open up a gap for his strike partner, which he has done, he can try and finish this off, and this time we have. It's 2-1. We've got ourselves back in the game just before half time, and it's a beautiful finish there from the Ukrainian lad DUBBY. Beautiful finish into the bottom left corner. Gamvula did very well to open up the gap for that man there, Artem, to run into, and he beautiful finesse into the bottom corner, and it's 2-1 now, boys. Let's go. That is half time, boys. And pretty much that goal was the last kick of the half, which was quite surprising because I assumed that we'd have a little bit of time left, but as you see, a tragic effort there from the free kick that we had earlier on. But yeah, not a great way to start the game, but we definitely started building in confidence after we conceded that second goal, and we are now looking quite decent when we come forward. We've just got to hope that we can carry on with that and pick it up in the second half. Cisaldo is the man there and does very well in making that challenge as well and getting out of that position as well. Beautifully done there from the centre mid. If we can try and create something else here with Dubovik again on the ball into the box, drives in, and it is a save from the keeper. Right, can we That is a beautiful interception, and we've managed to get it off to Gamvula. It's a terrible touch, but we still have a chance here. Still have a chance, and still somehow we do not manage to put that in the back of the net. I think it's. I think that was Kleinheister that's just tried to put that last shot at goal, but a tragic touch from Gamvula let us down there. We should have been level. Right, free corner, shall I say, to Villalba. Good cross, but unfortunately not working out. Again, it has come to Diarra, who caused the issue in with the last one. Kleinheister gives it off to Bakare, who's been left in some space, but unfortunately not. Okay, we still have a chance here. Kleinheister lines up the shot. Gamvula, it's a tragic save, and it's a tragic effort at the other end of it. Right, here we go. Sisaldu plays the ball off to Diarra. Going to line up a shot because he had a decent one last time, but not worked out. Caro has managed to get the ball to Dubovik, and Gamvula has turned his man beautifully. Takes the shot and makes up for the missed efforts from before. Makes it 2 apiece. We are back level. Gamvula and Dubovik linking up. The dream partnership at the minute. Signed both of the lads signed both of the lads this season in the transfer window, and we've managed to make an absolute massive impact with both of them, putting us back on level to them two are a dream partnership so far. Right, Reina plays the ball to Caro. Not long left for us to try and find that winning goal if we can. It's gonna be. We've done well just to get ourselves back into this game, but right now we should be looking for the victory as Kleinheister gets the ball to Sisaldu, can spread it out beautifully to Bakare. Bakare can line the ball up to Gamvula, takes the shot, and he's found the bottom corner with that one. It's 3-2 to the boys, and we have managed to take the lead again. Beautiful finish there from Gamvula, beautiful finish indeed, and we have managed to take the lead once more. Right, we'll throw the ball out to Medrano. Can we get ourselves coming forward with Villalba, who's sat his man down beautifully there? Can try and keep coming forward. If we can play a ball into Gamvula, can he bag a hat-trick to make it 4? Yes, he can. Beautiful finish there from Gamvula. Makes the hat-trick. Makes it 4-2 after going 2-0 down. Beautiful play from the boys. And that is exactly what we needed today. Beautiful finish and a 4-2 victory so far with Gamvula. After he made his mistakes, he definitely wanted to make up for them and gets himself 3 goals for the good. Right, Reynard plays the ball to Medrano. Whips the ball round his man there beautifully there. Medrano can play it off to Villalba once more, and we'll play it forward. They have lost the plot here as Gamvula is going for his 4th of the game, and that was a tragic attempt. Very nice cross, but a beautiful win in the end. After going 2-0 down in the first half, managed to grab 1 goal just before half time, and that really gave us the foundations to build off of. A hat-trick for Gamvula in the second half made a 4-2 victory look a lot more comfortable than what it was. Beautiful way to start the episode. Let's see what they want to say. Did Gamvula's hat-trick surprise you? It was pretty breathtaking display. After after ruining a couple of chances, he really made good of his chances after that. So yeah, I'm very happy with the way he played in the end. Were you always confident about winning the game today? No is the answer, but we'll go with we had every player did his job apart from the defenders in the first half, but we'll move on from that. We got the win in the end, so that's the main thing. What was that the game you felt in control of? Yeah, the scoreline definitely flattered us in that one, because we definitely shouldn't have won that 4-2, I don't think. Right then boys, so we're going in for a bit of an unusual one. We're going in for Jake Livermore from West Brom. He's on the transfer list. I just think he'd be quite a good addition to our midfield if we ever needed like a bit of a backup or anything like that. I reckon he could fit that gap well, so I'm going to put in an offer of 600,000. They want 640 plus a sell-on clause. I don't want to add a sell-on clause, to be honest, but we'll remove that. Propose 600 again. See what they say. 620. I'll accept that for a man that's worth 900k. 620,000. Jake Livermore could be coming into the club. Right, and we're also going to go in for a couple of young lads for loan to buy offers just to see what I can do. Pretty much I'm going to go in with a 1 year deal if we can for all of them, if not 2 years, but I'm going to counter that to 50-50, so that's what I prefer. And transfer fee, fuck, I didn't see it. I think he's worth about 600k. So if I offer 700, he's going to improve by then. So let me go in at 750 and try and save as much dough as we possibly can, even though realistically right now we probably don't need to, but yeah, we'll accept that. For an 18-year-old 61 overall goalkeeper from Spain, we'll accept it. We're also going to go with this lad, centre back, Christian Mosquera, I believe his name is. So we'll go in for a loan to buy on him as well, 2 year deal if we can. They only want 1 year. I'll accept it. Looking like a very good player, 18 years old, 66 overall from Valencia. We'll go in for a 60-40 on their behalf if they can do that. They've accepted it. Perfect. We'll remove the sell-on clause. We'll offer 150. See whether they accept that. Okay, they've said that that's very short of his valuation. It's only 200,000. Jesus. And another transfer offer this time. For a Danish centre-back in Lund, 19 years old, 62 overall. They wouldn't actually accept him being on a loan offer, so I'm going to go in with an offer of around 500,000 just to start us off and see what they're saying. They've asked for Burgess and 200k. I don't see that being worth it on my behalf, so let's remove him and I'll just go for money on it. We'll up the offer to 6, see what they say to that. They want a 3% sell-on clause. I'll accept that, to be fair. That is not too bad. Right, a couple more lads here that we're looking at getting in on loan. First of which is Nakai from Real Madrid. We are going to go in for the Japanese lad on a 2 year deal, and they've accepted that. We'll go for 60-40 on their behalf. They want it in the opposite direction. We'll go 50-50 on it. Okay, they want 60-40. That's fine. We'll accept it for a 2 year deal, and they only want 640,000, which is quite low, I would assume, for this lad, to be honest. But we'll put in an offer of 5. We'll put in an offer of 560 and see what they say to that. They want 720 now. You just literally said to me 600 and something, but we'll go back up to 640. What? How are you saying that when you're literally, your offer before was 640, you absolute pillock? Right, so if they won't let us have that cam, we'll have a different one. From Real Madrid again, we are, oh shit, I've gone in for a transfer offer. Well, that's gone horribly wrong already. Right, so the last player that I've finally found is Blanco from Barcelona. He can only be on a 1 year deal, so we'll give him that. They want 60-40 in our favour as well. We put 60-40 in theirs, and they have accepted. I don't know how much this guy's worth. I know that he has a thing of around 2.9 million as a release clause. So I'm going to put in an offer of 1.2. This could go horribly wrong, but they have accepted it, so I'm happy with that. At least we've got one of the 3 deals sorted. Right, now for the contract offers of the 2 lads we are trying to sign, first of which is Jake Livermore on an important deal. We'll give him, there was no point in me giving him a 5 year deal, but I'll accept the 1 year. Disregard the release clause. And we will go for, let's go 8k on the wages, and the signing on bonus of about 100. Let's get it. I don't know, to be honest. We'll go with that. And they've accepted, so perfect. And the second lad is Lund, which we'll go in for now. We'll go for a rotation. He wants important, so I'll accept it, but that is a bit shit. We'll go for a 5-year deal, and he has accepted that. Disregard the release clause, and I still don't want the release clause, so yeah. And that wage seems way too good to pass up, so we'll just submit that offer. And he upgraded it by 100, so we'll accept it. And here you see, there is a man coming into the club. That is, I'm believing, the goalkeeper that we've just signed on loan, from what I know to. And we've also had Fabio Blanco coming in on loan as well. So yeah, both of them accepted. Perfect. Right, so we're going to go in for a couple more loan players before the end of the transfer window. So we're going to go in for Teden Mengi from Manchester United, who is a centre-back. 20 years old. But yeah, just a player to bolster our options pretty much. 60-40 in United's favour. They've accepted that. They want 2.4 million for him. I don't know about that, to be honest, but we'll go with 2.2, and they have accepted it. Perfect. Next man we are going for is a striker. It is Santiago Castro. I don't know what club that is that he is coming from, but he is looking like quite a decent lad at 17 years old. So they want 80-20 in our favour. I'll accept that because it's only £520 on his wages. His thingy at the moment is 2 point something million, so I'm going to go with a 2.4 offer, and they've accepted it. And one last lad that we will go for is another striker, but it is from Marseille, Benyahi Tani, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not too sure, could be wrong. But yeah, 1 year deal is what we will go for. We will go 60-40 on the wages in their favour, and 620k, I'll just accept that. And another man is joining the club on loan. I think that is Teden Mengi from Manchester United. A bit of a change in weather for that lad, from the northeast of England to Malaga in Spain. It's a bit of a difference, isn't it? But yeah, new lad. I don't know what overall. He's a 67 overall, so he isn't bad at all. I'm actually a lot more happy with that price tag that they put on him at the end, with that, than what I was to start with. And Castro has also come in on a 2-year deal. Let's see what overall this lad is. 64, so he isn't that high of an overall that I thought he'd be, but he's here for 2 years anyway, so he could very easily go past that 2 million price tag very easily, which we just got to hope for. And Tani came in as well, so we got all 3 of the players that we actually tried to get in on loan. Perfect. He is only a 60 overall though. I thought he'd be a little bit better than that, I'm not going to lie. We now have a offer from Sunderland, of all places, for Chivaria. He is 34 years old. He's a 65 overall. He's worth 350k, which is what they offered. I'm going to put in a counter offer of up to 500k and see what they say, because realistically he can go. Have a quick look at the players we already have in our little thing, youth academy. There's not a lot of good players here. These 2, 3, 4, 5 players basically can all leave. We've only got 3 really good players, and one of them is obviously our main guy, which is Ramiro Arias. But yeah, do we sign him yet? Yeah, let's go for it. Alright then, boys, here we are for our second and final game of today's episode, with a couple of changes, because there's about 4 lads out of the starting lineup that have gone on international duty. So we're without DUBBY, Kleinheister, Bakare and I believe there's one more as well in there that we are missing at the moment. So yeah, a little bit of a weaker squad today, but there is now starts. That means for who we got starting? Blanco. We've got Tani on the bench, and we've also gave a start to no, we haven't. We've got Castro on the bench as well. Couple of movements in there, and hopefully these young lads can start paying their dues. And Mengi is also on the bench. So let's see what these new boys can put together. So far, not a lot, as Phoebas gives the ball away, and that's a good interception from the new lad in Livermore. If we can try and find this ball round the back to the hat-trick hero of the last game in Gamvula, who is through on goal again, and he puts us 1-0 up against Laganos. I think that's who it is. 1-0 up within 6 minutes. Beautiful finish there from Gamvula. He is looking like a real threat at the minute. Perfectly done. Just what we like to see. And hopefully we can carry on this kind of run, because this is perfect at the moment. Right, here we go, boys. Back underway again. And hopefully we can put in... okay, that was a good interception there from Phoebas to get us to come forward again with Villalba, who is still on the ball somehow, and okay, he loses it this time, and Munoz now to try and bring them forward. If we can try and get a tackle in here, that would be absolutely beautiful, but right, as of this moment, it's not happening as Rabah comes flying forward. It's a good save there from the keeper in Reina. Good cross, good header, and it's a good save as well from Reina to stop us going 1-0 down. As Jimenez can try and bring us forward from that free kick, from that corner, and that was a tragic pass which has led them back on the attack, and that is not good positioning at all from the centre backs. Caro has managed to cover it nicely, and it's a good save again from Reina. It's still another attempt, and this time it ends up in the back of the net. They were looking threatening every time they have come forward so far in this game, and they've managed to get the goal to cover it. Good first save from him. He should have done better with the second one at the near post though there, Reina. He saved the harder shot out of the two. Maybe you weren't expecting it, but he should have done better there. Again, it's poor from Phoebas to give the ball away in that position. It's a good interception to start with from Diarra, but it's out of position, and that was a good effort. So it's just wide of the post from Vico. Not quite worked out this time again, but Villalba to whip the ball in. Bit of a late cross that time. Took him a bit too long to whip that one, as they can try and come forward with Neu to Vico. Good tackle, but it's not quite won back, as Rabah now is the man on the right hand side to come forward. Cisse spreads it inside to Munoz, and it's a good save again from Reina to stop that one from making it 2-1. As Rabah picks up the ball, Villalba so close to cutting that one out, but didn't quite work. And now Diarra has been absolutely massively wrong-footed, and Arnaiz has completed the turnaround, which, to be fair, from the way this first half has gone, they have fully deserved it. They've looked 10 times more threatening than we have when they've come forward. They've managed to completely wrong foot Diarra there, and it was just a simple finish into the bottom corner, which Reina maybe should be doing a bit better again. Fair enough, it's a one-on-one, but Diarra shouldn't have let him into that position at the end of the day anyway. Right, Medrano, the man on the ball, can play it to Villalba. Villalba cuts inside against his man, plays it off beautifully, and now a bit of space for the 19-year-old if he can line this one up, which he does, and finds the back of the net to make it 2 apiece. The 19-year-old lad that we have brought in for Dubovic in this game, as Dubovic is away for Ukraine at the moment. We've managed to get the goal to put us back on level terms. I was contemplating playing that ball to Gamvula, but I had the confidence with the lad, and he managed to find the back of the net into that far corner. Beautiful finish. The defender should have done better in that situation, but I don't mind. We're back at 2 apiece. Surely that's a foul, but apparently not, as it's a good tackle this time, and we can try and come forward again, and that has not worked out this time, as Gamvula couldn't find his strike partner. That was poor from me. That was very poor from me, and that deserved a goal. That was so poor from me. What the hell? Defenders all out of position there. And I had a second crack at it as well, and it still didn't go that way, as they managed to find the back of the net, make it 3-2. Look at this. Look, why did I pull him out there? And the fact, how did I do so badly with Diarra on the second attempt? Easy finish in the end for Munoz into that far corner. Beautiful finish, but it's an easy one at that. Munoz, the most recent goal scorer, plays it to Rabba. Now with Cisse in the centre, Jake Livermore has done quite well in this game, to be fair. Medrano has done well there to intercept, and now we'll spread it to that 19-year-old again, who this time has clearly found his taste for goals. It's not worked out. Gamfula has managed to get his shot blocked, and we are still 3-2 down. That should have been a easy goal for us there. Right then, here we go. Rabot, the man on the ball, dinks it in to, I'm not sure who, Caro, sorry. Okay, where is our defence there? But he's managed to make the save there, Reina, and actually get an attack going, but not quite worked out, as Livermore is there to try and cover. Not quite getting the ball back as of yet, as they'll play the ball inside. Caro can't quite win the ball back, but Livermore loses it after picking it up, and it is not good at all, and luckily that one is wide of the post. But so far, the Ghana's still looking that bit more threatening than us. Right, we'll pass this to Diarra, who can try and find some space. Blanco finds the space, and it was a good effort, but it's saved by the keeper. Right, Jimenez to Castro. Castro has been sat down this time. It's with Blanco. Can play it inside now again, as he's got the space this time, and it's not worked out. He was being pulled as he took that shot, but not quite working. If we can try... No, that's not worked out for us, and he's managed to keep the ball on the field. That is even worse. It's only this man back at the moment with Caro. It's a ball into the box, and there we go. They have... No, he was offside. Right, one last attack, boys, to try and get this one level. Right, straight down the wing here. No, that has not worked, and that means we have, in fact, got our first defeat of the season, as that shot comes in and is blocked. But yeah, first defeat of the season, boys. Not great. Dink it out, and there we go. That is the full-time whistle. A 3-2 defeat against Leganes. We should have done 10 times better in that position. Like I say, had most of our, well, 3 or 4 of our main guys in the squad out. We had Sisaldu out, we had Kleinheister, we had Bakare and Dubovik. Don't get me wrong, Dubovik's replacement in the 19-year-old striker did very well to get himself a goal, but it wasn't quite enough. Kari Kaboru, sorry, is... And post-match interview, boys, let's see what they got to say. Was that a debut a bit of a letdown for Jake Livermore? Not really. I think he was probably one of the better players on the pitch today, to be fair. Covered a lot of ground for us. Why didn't London make his debut? Because I ain't throwing a 62 rated centre-back in for the first game he joins. It's not happening, especially when we've got Mengi in front of him. We then have, does defeat today damage the team's confidence? Maybe a lack of self-belief. And that's where we're going to end today's episode, boys. Currently 6th, sat on 7 points, 2 wins, a draw and a loss to our name. Got 1 win and 1 loss today, the first loss of the season so far. As in the next episode we have 2 games, one against Ibar and another one against, I'm not sure who that actually is. Let me take a quick look. Might mean Mirandes, yes, that's the one that we will be playing. Mirandes and also, who else did I say? Cannot remember. Ibar, who are currently in second, which is our next game of the first game of the next episode. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you in the next episode, boys. Peace. Keep celebrating me.